Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me at The Lonely Vine. Today I wanted to continue on with something we recently started with the table wines, stuff under 20, 15 bucks, somewhere around there. Wines that you might not have tried a lot of in the past or maybe never at all. Give you a little explanation of them, do a little tasting, and maybe let you find a wine that you might want to try. So today we're going to be trying a Carmenere. This is a Chilean wine. It's a 100% Carmenere. That is the grape varietal that we'll be tasting. The Carmenere grape originated, imagine this, in France. It actually came from the Bordeaux region. And the Carmenere grape was originally one of the 6 allowed grapes to be used in Cabernet wines. There's Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and Carmenere. Once phylloxera came in and just decimated the Europe wine grape scene, the Carmenere grape really did not come back. It is still there in very small quantities. I think there may be a 5th growth that still uses the Carmenere grape, but for the most part it's not really used much. Along with Malbec, they're not used much in the Cabernet blends. But just an interesting note on it, from Bordeaux it made its way down to Chile, where it's grown very well there. An interesting note on it though is that the Carmenere grape is similar in look and some of the flavors as the Merlot grape, and for a long time it was considered that it was a Merlot hybrid and grown as Merlot. The big difference though is that the Merlot growing time is much shorter than the Carmenere grape is. So you'd have the Carmenere grapes and the Merlot grapes all mixed together. So you'd have these if you let the Carmenere grapes develop, then the Merlot grapes are going to be really jammy and overripe. If you pick everything when the Merlot grapes are ready, then the Carmenere grapes are going to be really green and vegetal and have green pepper and that kind of stuff that people don't like. So I think it was in the 90s that they figured out through DNA testing that it was actually the Carmenere grape that was considered almost extinct. So now they've been able to separate them out, and now you're starting to get high quality Carmenere wines. Pronunciation, I'm getting a little off there, I think. But that's enough of that. There's your little lesson on the Carmenere grape. And now we're going to go and get into it. This is the Marquez Marquez de Casa Concha. 100% Carmenere. This is 2009 from Puemo. And this is, I thought I saw it somewhere on, from the Rappel Valley. All right, so right away you can see there's quite a bit of staining on the glass as I'm shaking it off. I put it against that white background. You can see that a lot of that residual color in there. This is 14% alcohol. So these grapes, the wine was probably on the skins for a while, which left a lot of color in it. And you can definitely see it when I'm looking in this. This is a very deep, dark wine. I'm barely getting any of the reading the letters through the wine. Dark, there's purple, it's really dark. It's just beautiful. A lot of staining. If you can see those tears running down there, they're really purple in color. A lot of color in this. Very exciting. I mean, I'm shaking this. It's really coming through. I'll get off that topic now. But yeah, deep, dark purple in color. Gets a little bit lighter. It looks somewhat Malbecish in the rim on this glass, and that it's very bright on the rim. So let's go ahead and quit looking at it, start smelling it. Not sure if this was on the oak or not. It was 16 months in French oak, and I can smell it. There's definitely a little bit of that oak coming through. I'm getting some dark cherry, quite a bit of spice. This is it has a good aroma, a good bouquet to it. There's a lot going on here. So there's the cherry, the spice, there's some black pepper. I'm getting a little bit of that oak. It's not overpowering, but you can tell it's there. There's some flower to it as well. I don't know if it's terrible with flowers, which I say all the time. Yeah, so the black cherry, the blackish berries are there. There's a little bit of oak, spices, pepper. Interesting. All right, let's see what's going on. That wasn't the wine. It's pretty well balanced. I got an initial burst of heat from the alcohol, but really it's balanced out pretty nicely. So it's got a good aftertaste, a good finish to it. The spice, I'm getting that spice there. I'm getting that black pepper there. This is a big, bold wine. This is good stuff. There's some really good acid to it. There's some good tannins to it. They're not overpowering. Nothing on this is overpowering. This is a very well balanced wine. Now, this bottle is, if I remember right, it's more of a $20 bottle than a $15 bottle. It was the only one I could find when I went out looking. But I am not disappointed. I would buy this again, even at the $20 price point. There's some good cherry right up front, initial, and man, the acid is that it's really, I'm surprised at the acid. It's really good, and the tannins bring it together. The finish is strong. This is, I mean, I'm going to show this one to you again in case you by chance can find it. I did some searches for it. I found a lot of cabs, but not a lot of the Carmeneres. But there you have it, the Carmenere grape. This is a very good showing on this one. So if you're interested in it, you know, I would give it a try. You know, you can probably find more of them in the $15 range. This one, like I said, it was $20, but well worth what I'm having here. With the tannins, you know, this is a grape a wine that you can, for the most part, you drink it young. You don't want this one to age a lot, but you know, this one has a little bit of structure to it. I could see this one last another 4 or 5 years, really. It's gonna last another 4 or 5 hours for me probably, but hey. Good stuff. Okay, so question for the show You know, we're right in that midweek between Christmas and New Year's, if you celebrate Christmas. All of us will be celebrating New Year's at least. No, we all of us better celebrate New Year's in some way, shape, or form. So I'm curious, what will you be drinking for New Year's? Put a comment in there. Let me know what you think about the Carmenere grape, if you've had it before, if you think about trying it. And then, what are you drinking for New Year's? What are you doing for New Year's? Hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.